Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining me for this WNCT Now Digital News Update. I'm Emily Severidge, live in the WNCT Digital Studio. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Governor Roy Cooper and leaders from the General Assembly have agreed to reopen many North Carolina schools. Lawmakers say the new bill is an acceptable middle ground. Under it, all elementary schools are to operate under Plan A with in-person instruction. Local districts have the power to choose whether their middle and high schools will make that switch to in-person too, or they can choose to offer hybrid options to students. Any districts moving entirely to in-person learning must contact the NC State Health Department with the safety plan. With this bill, however, the governor does still have the power to order schools to close district by district. Any schools that do reopen must still follow the guidelines and restrictions set in place by the State Health Department and the CDC. Researchers say the coronavirus can potentially survive on certain clothes for up to 3 days. A study at De Montfort University in the UK tested a similar virus on polyester, cotton, and polycotton. They say the contagiousness of the virus lasted on 100% cotton for 24 hours and polycotton for 6 hours. Researchers did find the virus was eliminated after being washed in a washing machine with warm water. We've had some beautiful, beautiful weather this week, and I know I've been trying to soak it up as much as I can because we can expect some slightly chillier weather heading into the weekend. Storm Team 9 meteorologist Alex Wasilenko has that forecast for us.
Happy halfway to Friday, everybody. I'm your Storm Team 9 meteorologist Alex Wasilenko reporting from the WNCT studios in the Storm Team 9 Weather Center. Another glorious day on tap. We are going for our 9th straight day of dry weather here in Greenville in Pitt County. The last time we had measurable rainfall was back on March 1st. How about it? Get out there and enjoy the plethora of sunshine today as temperatures rise into the 70s inland and 60s along the coast, all under the influence of those southerly winds you see denoted by the arrows. Those arrows out of the south will remain in the forecast overnight into Thursday morning, indicating temperatures won't be chilly or cold overnight. Rather, seasonable for this time of year in the 40s and 50s. We'll wake up to 40s and 50s Thursday morning, and then under the influence of sunshine and continued blustery south winds, we'll likely rise back into the 70s across the board to round out the day Thursday. More clouds filter in Thursday night into Friday morning. We'll call it a partly sunny start to the day, but with those clouds filtering in early, it's going to help to trap some heat down at the surface to kick off your Friday. Temperatures starting off Friday will be in the 50s to low 60s, and that's going to springboard us into a very warm afternoon to conclude the work week. Do be sure to download that free Storm Team 9 weather app so you can track all the temperature changes as we move into the weekend, because boy, it is not going to be as warm this weekend as we've experienced the last couple of days. We continue to go up and up on the temperature ladder today, tomorrow, and into Friday. Touchdown Friday is looking like a beautiful day with highs near 80 degrees inland under partly sunny skies, but things start to go downhill after our 70 and 80 degree day on Friday. Along the coast and even inland, clouds start to build Saturday with isolated showers arriving by Sunday. Widely scattered showers will be likely to kick off the new work week on Monday with much cooler temperatures in the upper 50s. Do take note, though, but by later this weekend, Saturday night into early Sunday morning, don't forget to spring those clocks ahead just 1 hour. Make it a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, everybody. I'm your Storm Team 9 meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Life could go back to normal for fully vaccinated families, and the United States getting additional doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. That and more coming up after this short break.
Information on the coronavirus, along with your local news and first alert weather. Get the free WNCT mobile app at the Google Play and App Stores today. The WNCT mobile app is on your side, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
Thanks so much for joining me. If you're just tuning in, I'm Emily Severidge, live in the WNCT Digital Studio, bringing you some afternoon updates. WNCT is bringing you live streamed updates every Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. and 4 o'clock p.m. to bring you the latest and up-to-date news before our nightly newscast. The United States is expecting to receive an additional 100 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The U.S. has already paid over $1 billion for 100 million doses of the single-dose vaccine. Johnson & Johnson's manufacturing has been slower than hoped and is not expected to be able to deliver any more doses this week. Shipments are expected to resume later this month. So far, Johnson & Johnson is the only one-dose coronavirus vaccine available in the United States. A story out of Oklahoma, a new bill that would require high school students to take a U.S. citizenship test to graduate high school. The House Bill 2030 is stirring up a lot of controversy, and our sister station in Oklahoma reports.
In an 80-18 vote, a new bill easily passing through the Oklahoma State House of Representatives. It would require high school juniors to take and pass the United States citizenship test as a new requirement for graduating. It was authored by Republican Representative Terry O'Donnell. News 4 reached out to him for an interview, but he wasn't available. However, he posted this video to his Facebook. But former high school teacher and now Democrat Representative Mickey Dollins says requiring yet another standardized test won't do students or teachers any favors.
Do I think that students need a great foundation of civics? Absolutely. And we have a curriculum for that. If the curriculum can be improved, I'm all for that. But I don't think adding an unfunded mandate to administer another standardized test is the way to go.
Democrat Rep. Emily Virgin also voting no, and she says the requirement is hypocritical. Posting on Facebook Monday, quote, one of the questions on the test asks about the powers of the judicial branch, and the correct answer involves the power of the judicial branch to decide if a law goes against the Constitution. However, just last week, the majority party passed a bill saying that we, as a state legislature, have the power to declare federal actions unconstitutional. How can we keep a straight face when we require students to learn concepts that we don't even follow?
Do I think that the majority of the House of Representatives could pass this test today? I would surely hope so, but I could make no guarantees. Given the amount of unconstitutional bills that are passed through this chamber each year, I don't think it's lost on them that they are unconstitutional. I think at the end of the day, they want to use it as a political hit piece going forward.
The bill still needs to pass through the Senate before it can become law, something Dollins hopes won't happen.
If this bill passes, I think it will have a negative impact on students and teachers, specifically teachers. It's just another unfunded mandate.
Taylor Adams, Oklahoma's News 4.
Life could be getting back to normal for families who have been fully vaccinated. The CDC's first set of guidelines for those who've gotten both shots and what it means. Our sister station in Arkansas reports.
The CDC has given fully vaccinated people the go-ahead to get back to a little bit of normalcy.
2 different households could get together if everyone in one household is vaccinated and the other people in the other household are not vaccinated.
For William Goodson, this means being able to hug his kids and grandkids for the first time after being separated for nearly a year.
It was like being locked up in a nice jail, but still jail, being at home for 11 months.
Goodson has 2 forms of cancer, so he couldn't take any chances getting the virus, having to give up a list of things he loves most for 11 months.
Family, I guess, would be number 1 on the list. The part about, like, you know, my son and his children.
Dr. Jennifer Dillahay with the Arkansas Department of Health says she supports these updated CDC guidelines and is confident more people like Goodson will get back to normalcy as vaccines continue rolling out.
But I always felt like, you know, there was going to be another day. You know, it was going to end someday.
Dr. Delahaye says she's hopeful that people seeing others get back to a little bit of normalcy will give them incentives to get their vaccines as well. In Fayetteville, Samantha Boyd, KNWA, Northwest Arkansas News.
Well, that's going to wrap up this WNCT Now afternoon update. I'll be back again at 4 o'clock with another update for you, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And thanks so much for watching.